Well, believe it or not, we are approaching the third year of the pandemic. Hard to believe. And while there have been many impacts on our lives, one we continue to see is a change in our friendships. And we're joined now by a life and mindset coach and author of the Friendship series books. Shari Leid joins us right now. Hi, Shari. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. I'm glad to at least be virtually in Las Vegas. It's been a couple of years since I've visited Vegas.
Well, yeah, we are definitely open and ready for you to come on and see us live. But in the meantime, yeah, I mean, how have friendships changed in the last 2 years, in your opinion?
Well, friendships have changed drastically. In fact, there was a recent article in the Atlantic where a reporter, Jennifer Senior, called this time the Great Pandemic Friendship Reckoning. And it was during the pandemic that we actually took a step back and thought about, who we want in our lives. Who do we feel safe with? Who do we trust, not just emotionally, but also physically?
Yeah, so why did these friendships start showing cracks?
Well, one, we were all under, so much stress during the pandemic. And when we start to actually take a step back, and we did a lot of self-reflection during this time for everything. I mean, this is also the time of the Great Resignation, where people were changing jobs, moving homes, and friendships fell right into that, where we start to really take account to who we trust, like I mentioned, and who we want to invest our time with.
So what should a person look for when they are reevaluating their friendship?
I always say the first thing to do is to trust your gut. A lot of times our bodies are a lot more trustworthy than our minds. They're really honest with us.
Yeah.
And we've all had those experiences where we feel that anxiety when we know we're going to meet with that friend that may be no longer serving us, or that name pops up on the phone. Yet in our minds, we try to talk ourselves into the friendship a lot of times. So the first step really is to trust your gut. And check in. Why are you still in that friendship? And if it's really comes down to, guilt or fear, that may not be the right reasons to stay in it.
Yeah, I think we all learned, that we could do without a lot of things with the time that we had to ourselves. So if you do want to part ways with a former pal, how do you do so respectfully?
Well, first of all is to recognize that friendships naturally end. Most friendships have a life cycle of about 7 years, and that's okay, because our lives change. We go in different paths, and that's fine. So if you recognize that, it takes away the judgment. The second step is, I actually don't think it matters how you do it. People say, ask me, can I text? Can I send a selfie or, a sticky note or whatever? I don't think it matters as much how you do it as it does, really focus on the why and focus on yourself. And, take the blame out of it. Why are you moving on for this friendship? And recognize why that friend was in your life, because I really believe everyone comes into your life for a reason. We're each other's teacher and student, and there's a reason there, and focus on that reason. And it's okay to part ways, but do it in a manner that's respectfully and that you feel proud of.
Right. All right. Well, we have the information on the screen. There it is one more time to get in touch with you. We appreciate the advice. Thanks.
Thank you so much for having me.